head stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi, talking all aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data's, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my class, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Jacksonville. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go. Triple 38. Check view.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here's James. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gabriel. James has got it. Complete. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. James. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw on second down. Gabriel. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Hey, check nigga.
On the ground, it's James. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Check pink.
On second down now. It's James. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Gabriel being chased out left. Got his target, Samuel. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official wouldn't think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Edgerrin James taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Gabriel. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's not an easy job to grab catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Okay, right?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Gabriel. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Gabriel into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it on, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Another try for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Strike 2.
Back to throw. Gabriel. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll run on 1st down. James. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and they will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Gabriel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On the set. Go, stand. Hey,
The slot man in motion right.
cycle.
They're going to try and throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Gabriel fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They find some open field. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 82 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
To throw on second down. Gabriel going up top. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Harrison, 83 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to mature.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's James, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Open man is Andre Reed, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That ball caught by Harrison. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Harrison. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. James. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
all the time. It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Rodgers again now. Open man, this is Lewis. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Nick Folk for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Gabriel. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready.
first down. Gabriel. That'll be caught right side by Reed.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Here we go.
To throw on second down. Gabriel got a man. It's Harrison, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's James. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Gabriel. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing it. I'm really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 3rd down, it's James. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. On 4th down, Gabriel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers letting one go deep here for Gronk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st and 10, Gabriel. James has got it. Complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down, less than a yard. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel, 39 yards.
And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. If they're planning to change that soon, only question will they get 3 or 6 out of it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Gabriel. He's got a man. It's Marvin Harrison complete. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison from 6 yards away. And the Jags will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Gabriel. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Okay, ready? Hey, go steal!
Up the middle they go. James. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Off the play fake. Gabriel. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Edger and James taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Rodgers with it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a massive body.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting... Because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, The defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick him with a safety.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Vince Wilfork in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready?
Off play action. Gabriel steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Come on, set. Red, cycle.
On 4th down, Gabriel. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
On play action, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. From 21 yards away. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. Rodgers will throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. He got it out of the pocket there. I was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and his accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, it's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Gabriel. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Here's Watson. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Rodgers to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Leon Sandcastle. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Okay, right?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's James.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Gabriel.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
On the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him at the 43-yard line. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Gabriel. Open man is Andre Reed, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready. Right. Check 52 blaster.
Up the middle they go. James trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Gabriel able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. They'll run on first down. It's James. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll give him 4 yards the first down. On third down, it's James. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Edger and James. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Mahomes firing complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vince Wilfork coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Let's go now. You don't move.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to take another shot here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Edgerrin James in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He finds Bolden. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Yellow. Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of them...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they try to hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
Patterson's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gabriel. throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. In motion right, that's Harrison. From the gun on third down, Gabriel. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the ready.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On fourth down, Gabriel. He's got a man. It's Marvin Harrison complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a handoff up the middle. James. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Gabriel. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
To throw on 3rd down, Gabriel. Finds, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Up the middle they go. It's James, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be...
They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss on the play brings up 3rd down and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Gabriel, flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough. And that moves on by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put...
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked up.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Set, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw. Gabriel. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Harrison. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off the play fake. Gabriel. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Slant pass, and Stevenson with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Gabriel. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Gabriel. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ramondre Stevenson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the mind.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for 2. The fake works, and they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it. You got to tie a ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball's down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Off play action. Gabriel. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10. Gabriel escaping the pressure right. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play.
Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
26.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
26.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. 88. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, open man, right side, it's Lamb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll run with Patterson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Rodgers. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1 yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating one, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 72 yards. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, check mega. Ready?
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Gabriel. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake. Gabriel rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Gabriel eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Got a man. It's Harrison complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down. Gabriel.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes a flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play.
And all the way in for the touchdown. George Kittle, 33 yards.
And the Aviators have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Trucks over him, and he works free. And he is all the way up past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you're calling for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Patterson, running to the right. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Patterson again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Rodgers. Man open, it's lost complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, taking him.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to get the...
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't find my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football.
Here we go. 38.
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. And his first pass is incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. An early toss, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Gabriel. That's caught by Andre Reed. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. You definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down and a run by Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jackson now steps away and able to find Higbee. It's complete, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Vince Wilfork forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Here we go, Brett.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Gabriel. Slant pass. It's Stevenson with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down. Gabriel. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now that after the sack. It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Gabriel. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's from 44 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on third down. Gabriel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They're going to try and throw. And Reed with it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. On first down, Gabriel. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle from the gun at Stevenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Now Jackson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Higbee, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
No, we change it.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Touchdown, Washington. Stanley Morgan from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Lawrence Taylor. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Throwing after the interception. Gabriel. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Gabriel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Devin Lloyd leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On 3rd down, Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Stanley Morgan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After for the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from our hands until the spread of victories winding up. You actually see the result.
On third down, Gabriel. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.